You're worth it. You deserve it. Your mental health deserves it. And if it makes you happy, do it. Welcome back, my friends. Today, we are going to be doing a comparison swatch. We all know how expensive coloring supplies can be, especially the alcohol markers. So today, I'm going to show you guys the difference between 3 different price points. That's going to be the Ohuhu alcohol markers, the brush tips, the Chen Rui brush tips as well that we're going to have a look at, and also the Atop Star. We're going to give them a little bit of a comparison just to see what the different price points are going to give you. I actually do want to get my hands on the biannual new release. Those are on my wish list. And when I get those, we'll do a comparison of all of them as well. But for today, we're just going to focus on the Ohuhu alcohol markers, the Chen Rui alcohol markers, and also the Atop Star. Get your coffee, get your tea, and let's go. Behind me here is where I keep my Ohuhu alcohol markers, so I will not be showing you the case. Actually, I've repurposed my case to hold all of my colored pencils. I can show you that one a little later. I will be swatching the Ohuhus from my set up here, from my storage unit here. The Chen Ruis I do have in a case, and same with the Atop Stars. The Chen Ruis come in a case of 120, as well as the Atop Star. So we'll just give you a little look at the cases here. They're very similar to the old style of the Ohuhu cases, and they're not too bad inside. Let's pick out some colors to use. I think we're going to go with maybe, well, my favorite color is purple. So let's go with, I'm going to go with purple. So dark blue light, and let's try this one. These two might blend together pretty nicely, and maybe let's do 3. We're going to do 3. I've chosen 77, 75, and 83 from the Chen Ruis. The Atop Star, I will do the same. The cap colors seem to be pretty consistent, and they match pretty well to the color. So let's see, maybe this light pink. So I'm trying to get the colors as close as I can. I'm going with 147, 75, and 138. I'll pick 3 of the purple from here, and I believe the V22. I'll try V33 and maybe this. I've chosen from the Ohuhus the V060, V330, and V22. Side by side, the Chen Ruis look very similar to the Ohuhu alcohol markers. The Atop Stars are more square, which is fine too. I don't mind the square. The Atop Star has the double tip as well, with a fine and chisel. So for this one, I will be using the chisel tip. I'm going to try blending as best as I can. The ink seems to be coming out quite nicely. The pigment's pretty nice. And I'll try and go over and do the blending. You can see I haven't really tried to work it in, but when you go over a second time, it's blending okay. Not terribly, not absolutely amazing either. And it's best to do this when everything is nice and damp. Okay. So far, not too bad. Let's see what the fine tip is like. Actually puts down quite a bit of ink. Now moving on to the Chen Rui's. These ones come with a chisel tip. They call it a broad tip. It's a chisel tip and a brush tip. I do find blending with the brush tips so much easier because it does put down quite a bit more ink. Nice and smooth. And they blend quite nicely. You almost don't need to feather them in together. I do like to go over a second time and just smooth it out a tiny bit. So let's try that. That is a nice blend. I'm I'm pretty impressed with the Chen Rui's. Now let's look at the broad tips. And let's go ahead with the Ohuhus next. These have come, some of the ones I have a chisel tip and a brush tip, and some of them have a brush tip and a fine tip. So just be careful when you're ordering to make sure you're getting the one you want. I do love using the brush tips. I find it deposits more ink and allows you to blend a little bit better. So here we go with the Ohuhus. As you can see, the Chen Ruis are pretty impressive. Now, the Atop Stars, I did not choose colors that were quite close enough. You can see that they are blending together a little bit, especially where the two lighter colors are touching there. So they're not too bad. And of course, the Ohuhus blend very nicely. The Chen Ruis are so impressive. I've given each set a grade, along with some details about why I like them and why I don't. I also want to share with you a page that I completed recently on one of my live streams on TikTok, where we used the Chen Rui markers along with colored pencils and some chalk pastels. I wanted to see how those alcohol markers would perform in a coloring book. And the colors turned out so vibrantly. We added the basing in the alcohol marker, and then on top we use a colored pencil. I sometimes use Color and Amazon Basics pencils together. And the background you'll see here where it's nice and glowy, I've used a chalk pastel. While the Chen Ruis are nice and vibrant, the formula that they use in the ink does kind of buckle the page a tiny bit. But as you can see, it doesn't really affect your work. It looks so nice. I'm really, really impressed with the Chen Ruis and really happy with how they performed in my coloring book. I do suggest using good alcohol markers if you are going to take your coloring seriously. That's my advice. If you're just a hobbyist and you're just coloring to help with your mental health, to take a little break from social media, all of that stuff, there's no reason for you to drop so much money if you don't want to. That's my thing. That's always been my thing. If you want to spend the money and you have the money, then go for it. You're worth it. You deserve it. Your mental health deserves it. And if it makes you happy, do it. That's why I color. My personal preference for the alcohol markers is going to be the Ohuhus. I love the Ohuhus. However, the Chen Ruis are a great second place. If you're new to coloring, my advice would be to do some research about what's available in your area and also get some feedback from other artists that you love. And a little bonus for you guys, if you check out my link tree at the very bottom, there are free printables, including grayscale pages, and I will be adding this swatch chart as well. I'd love to hear what you use as an alternative or what your favorite markers are for coloring in adult coloring books, specifically the alcohol markers. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already to join my fun coloring community. That's all for today, my friends. We shall see you soon. Take care and happy coloring.